Hi, my name is Jenn Martinelli Rybicki. I'm an art teacher at a high school. I've been teaching for 25 years. My background is in ceramics, but I have been painting for the last 15 years. My work is very personal and it's really a meditative process for me. Most of my work in the last 2 years has been about my mom's illness and then her passing. So the work that I make really has a lot to do with me processing all my feelings about that. So it started when she was sick, and I was very stressed. And so I started just drawing lungs and kind of almost drawing what I wanted, some healing, um, and kind of thinking about the way that different cultures have ways of expressing their prayer tangibly. So milagros and votos and things like that inspired me. So I used that idea to start to work through my feelings. And so my first year of painting was mostly of lungs. Um, and then I started to kind of take a break when she was really, really sick. And then when she passed, I took a little break for longer. And then I came to a point where I started to need to feel um, like I needed to process those things. So I started making paintings just on pieces of canvas that I taped to my wall. And a lot of them were really bad, but I started to feel more comfortable with the process. And so what I started to do was write my feelings, my prayer, or sometimes some messages to my mom on the canvas, and then painted over them in different ways and different amounts so that not everybody could read those. So they were kind of like secret to me. And then some words do kind of appear, and sometimes you can figure it out. And I kind of like that mystery of that. So when I started, I was kind of moving away from the lungs and just thinking about how I was feeling. And then I started to think about like the idea about seeing signs from someone who's passed on. And I started looking for them. And in my artwork, I started expressing my frustration about not being able to feel that. So a lot of them are about like send me a message. And then I saw a few psychics, and they kind of they didn't give me a lot of concrete information, but I started to use some of the ideas that they gave me as inspiration. So there's some that have lights in them. There's some that have little picture frames and things like that to kind of express those ideas that the psychics gave to me. And so it's kind of interesting because I had never believed in those things before. And now I'm at a different place in my life and I'm looking for answers in all the places I can find them. And often it is in painting. So you can see in my work, I use a lot of bright colors despite them being kind of a somber theme. But I'm working through some of the ideas, but also using my personal favorite color palette.